Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 29 of our Infitech 2 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. So if you recall last episode, we started working towards a X.A.T.C tree farm, getting that polyfacrolactic foil or whatever. Since then, I haven't actually gotten a chance to do a lot of building, because I've mainly been doing a little bit of mining and gathering a lot of sand and whatnot, and also doing a bit of testing and math and stuff. It does seem like we're probably going to need about 32, I'm probably going to go with 36 coke ovens in order to run the system that we were talking about last episode. It's hard to say for sure, you know, once it gets up to full heat and whatnot, because I know it, I don't know, because they've done some changes. I believe it'll be a little bit less fuel usage once it hits max heat, but in order to test that, you have to spend like 3 hours waiting for the thing to heat up. Okay, but I also managed to get most everything crafted. Now I did have to make some changes to my original plan and my standard like Steve's carts layout and everything, because the advanced smelter here requires the smelter's not bad, simple PCBs, diamonds, okay, that's all good, but the advanced PCB does require Pneumaticraft's printed circuit boards and this etched medium voltage wiring, which that's not too bad, but the Pneumaticraft's printed circuit boards are a bit beyond our capabilities at the moment, I'd say, because originally I was like, well, you know, it might be worth just going for the long haul and getting the reinforced hull and the hardened woodcutter, but then I realized the advanced smelter costs, you know, the printed circuit boards and stuff, and it's like, okay, we're just going to go with a basic one. Then once we get to the point where we can upgrade it with the advanced smelters and the reinforced metal and all that good stuff, then we'll upgrade it. But I do have a decent amount of sand here. It's not going to be nearly enough to build 36 coke ovens. That's going to take a little while to do. But with the red cobblestone being able to make clay, it's really not going to be that bad overall. So today, the first thing I want to do is let's get this thing going ahead and creating our cart for us. So let's see, I've got, oh yeah, it was down here cooking up. I had a bit of the stainless cooking, because we're going to have to make those saw blades. And also, Real KC suggested a way to get it, our liquid crafting going, so that we can automate that clay. So we're going to be getting into that, hopefully this episode. But in order to do that, we're going to have to start getting into Ender.io a little bit. So I needed silicone to really get everything that we're going to want for Ender.io. And you can get that, just run redstone through a centrifuge, and you'll get silicone, pyrite, and ruby dust from it. Quite a bit of the pyrite, actually. So, but let's go ahead. We got our stainless steel, and in order to get our, right here, basic woodcutter, we're going to need saw blades, stainless steel saw blades. So we're going to need plates. Let's go ahead and get that. Oops. It's configuration 1. Okay. We'll go ahead and get those plates being made. And actually I should craft another hammer because I forgot mine just broke. We'll just do steel. And I was, you know, when I was looking into it, I don't have any sticks on me, do I? No. Nope, I got a bunch of junk. When I was looking into the you know, setting up the boilers and everything, I decided that we're going to go with just low pressure. I mean, we have the potential to create high pressure with the steel and everything, but if you were to run a high pressure with coal coke, it would require you to set up like 60 something coke ovens, which is just a bit much. I think 30 is reasonable, because what I'm going to do is actually in the tech base over there, I'm going to build out a basement and put them all in there and build us a nice buffer for steam and whatnot. So, and by the way, my death over there is, well, if you look down here, I was killed by a creeper, but it was mostly a wither cat. So I was like, I'm gonna kill this wither cat, and yeah, it got me down really low and gave me like slowness. But then the creeper's what got me, because I couldn't get away before he blew up. Okay, so we've got, should have our plates now. Wrong. There we go. And what is it that we? Okay. Hammer and file. Okay. No? Oh. I think it's like that. There we go. So we got our 5 saw blades. Then we're going to need to attach diamonds. Oh, I wonder if industrial diamond. Well, I think you can actually change industrial diamonds, because I made, if you notice, I'm up to 3 diamonds, but then I've got 5 industrial diamonds. So, oh, okay, it's locked. I was like, yeah, there's still more in there. Forgot I'd lock those. I believe, yeah, you can just change your industrial diamonds over, so that's not an issue. There we go. There's our 5 saw blades. And then we're also going to need to get our woodcutting core. Our simple PCB. I don't know if I have any more NAND chips. I may have to make some really, really quick. No, nothing in there. Or there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some NAND chips really, really quick. We'll grab that. Okay. So we'll need, what, 4 of them and a steel plate. Okay. See, I don't have... Okay. Let me grab 6 of these. There's that. Oh, we're gonna need 3 of these. Okay. I think that's the way we're gonna go with it. So I need I don't know, like 10 more or something. Or do I have reinforced? Okay, I've got the casings, or most of them anyway. Didn't realize I still had all those in there. So I need, what, 12 of the casings. Okay, and then red alloy wire, and what, 10 wire? Can never remember. Yeah, actually I've got the I always forget about this. I forgot I've got the recipe in here for NAND chips already. Okay. Oh, that dog next door drives me insane. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it barks like all day. Which honestly I love dogs, but that dog I don't love. Okay. No? What do I need? Red alloy wire, of course. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need red alloy plates. I think. Do I not have any red alloy? I made some earlier, but I want to say that I've probably still got some around here somewhere. I've got just a big hub-jub mess of stuff everywhere. Yeah, okay. Alright. We'll get this. Make some... I kind of just... Yeah, thought so. We'll just throw it in there. Okay. So there's those. And then we'll just need 4 saplings. Okay. So we'll get this. No, you don't want to craft it? Oh, that's right, because I haven't made the PCBs yet. So we'll need some steel plates and some redstone. Ooh, I think I'm actually getting low on redstone at this point. Yeah, I think I've got enough for this, though. Okay. Which I've got some more redstone ore, because I've found quite a few, like, redstone, just piles of redstone, like, nodes out there, so redstone's not too much of an issue at this point, so... Alright, so we got our wood cutting core, and then we just need our basic wood cutter. We're going to need this diamond saw blade, cobalt brass gear. So, do I have... Am I going to have to... Okay, I've got 1 ingot. Woo! Okay, so let's see. It's been a little while since I've messed with cobalt brass. So, we're going to need... Gonna need like 8 ingots of this stuff, and yeah, we can make it in the alloy smelter. No, we can't. That's a lie. Okay. How do we make the dust for this? Gosh, 7 brass, aluminum, and cobalt. Okay, I've got the aluminum right here. Cobalt. And then brass. Do I have just some brass? No. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get all this cobalt brass together, because I know it'll take just a minute to do that. And then I'll be back in just... Okay, welcome back. This stuff's all just about done, so I figured I'd bring you guys on back. Well, in there, that'll take a minute. I had it running through some of the zinc to go ahead and start building that up for us, but... I don't know why it's doing that. Because it doesn't have it in there. So we'll get this. And, oh yeah, 1 piece of aluminum dust. Oh my gosh, that dog. I don't know, my neighbors are like really, really loud. Like all the time. There we go, there's that. And just put it in there. Then this brass dust I'm just going to put away for right now, because it seems like I tend to use cobalt brass more than just straight up brass, so I'd rather just leave it as a dust. And why did I get all the steel out? I can't recall. there was even a reason why. Okay. Anyway, we're going to need 4 plates of this. So we'll get that going. Then we're going to need 4 of the rods. Which, if I recall, we were making that in a lathe, correct? Yes. And then we'll just need to macerate up a diamond really quick. Okay. And yeah, we're just waiting on that. And then after we get this put together, I think we'll go ahead and start diving a little bit into Ender.io. Mainly, I just want to get the, we're going to want the energy conduits from it, and it's a little bit more involved to make those. So actually, let's go ahead and jump in. Now, the silicone that I made in the centrifuge is going to come a little bit later on. It's just later on we're going to want the liquid silicon for what I'm wanting to get into, which is going to be, we're going to want to get the slice and splice. So little bit into Ender.io for that, but from what I could tell, it's all doable for us at this point. So we'll go ahead and go for that, I think. Alright, so we've got all of that. No, I want the small piles. Can I not? I want these. Not tiny piles. I want small piles. Why is it not, there we go. Depends on where you set it. Okay. Alright. So we're going to want to put this all together. Isn't it the screwdriver, maybe? Okay, the wrench. Okay. Never mind. There's that. And that. And there we go. Finally, we got our basic woodcutting core. Okay. Now, if you notice, it doesn't reach the whole capacity by any means. Granted, there's still a lot of things I'd like to put on this, but the standard smelter, you know, you can't really tell it where to go and everything, so I'd just as well cook the stuff out, because I don't guess we're going to be able to supply this thing as it goes around with coal. So what I'm thinking is we'll probably set it up, have coal fed into the like the external distributor and everything, like the setup for that, the cargo manager. We'll have the coal pumped into there, the charcoal, and then we'll have that fed to the cart as it goes around. So, I mean, that's kind of my thinking. If we need to, we might set up 2 different spots where it's going to give it charcoal, but we'll see if it can handle just one and do a full lap with, like, say, 64 charcoal. So, but anyway, we'll go ahead and hit assemble. I think that's everything that we're going to want. It's not actually going to take that long, 24 minutes. I'm used to, like, 2 and 3 hour carts. So, oh yeah, I've got some charcoal here. And we'll go ahead and get that cooking up, and yeah, it's not going to take actually too long at all. I'm surprised. Okay, sorry about that abrupt ending on the last recording. I decided to cut part of that video out because I don't feel like we accomplished as much as I wanted to, and I came up with an idea because by the way, I've got this running. I'm making a bit of electrum to get ready for the you know, the build over there, I said I need a lot of item conduits and stuff like that. So I'm getting a bunch of electrum to make a bunch more item conduits. But Real KC had suggested, you know, in the last video, like I said, to use Ender IO's crafter and all that, and we were going to use the silicon. Well, I found out that the silicon, we're not going to be able to do that, because I was thinking we could use the dust, because I know a lot of dust you can use in the fluid extractor and just turn it into the fluid. Silicon is not one of those. So, and by the way, this does produce mercury too, I don't know if I mentioned, but that that silicon, you're not going to be able to use it in the fluid extractor. So, because I went through the recipes here, and you know, there's nothing right here. Oh, well, you know what, we could do it because we got the silicone dust. I thought you had to use the okay, we can use the dust for that. Never mind, we don't have to use plates, I guess. Or, oh, wait a second, that's not the one I need, is it? But anyway, I think I found a different way. Yeah, so that's the zombie electrode. We need the Z-Logic controller. Okay, so yeah, there's really no way to make the crafter at this point, unless we made the silicone, which is very, very, very expensive in the blast furnace. So, if you notice, we would have to, let's see, right here, silicone dust, 202,440 EU over 84 seconds. Kind of above our capacity right now, just because it takes so much time to generate that much power. And so what I've come up with is using the fluid tank like he had suggested. You know, we can throw our buckets in there and get water buckets out of it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just run an item conduit. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll set it to insert on the X.A.C.T crafter and extract always active. So we get our water buckets into here, and then what we can do, I mean, it's not going to be fully automated, but it's going to be semi-automated, and I'm happy with that, because the main issue with it is, of course, running the, you know, constantly having to get buckets and fill them and then craft them and then refill them is just kind of a pain. So if we can just automate that aspect of it, I'm happy with that. I'm perfectly happy with that. So let me get some more buckets here. I'm thinking 6 buckets within the system. That way we've got 3 that we're crafting and then 3 that are filling. I might add some more, honestly. Pretty good chance of that. And then while that's running, let's go ahead and... Actually, I should get more iron. I'm going to want 5... Because we're going to make an item filter. And we're going to tell the system to pull out... Hopefully this works, but to tell it to pull out any empty buckets that it gets. So we're going to extract on the green channel, always active. And then we're going to insert on the green channel, extract on the brown channel, and it's going to insert on the brown channel. So, of course, right now it's holding on because I don't think that bucket... Oh, we may not even need a filter. Let's try this. Let's try this really, really quick. Because I didn't think about... It's probably not going to have a place that it can go... you know, regardless if the filter's in there or not. Let me just do that. No. There. And I believe it's the, what, hammer? Yeah. So right now we'll try it with just 5 or 6 buckets and see how it goes. And can I not... Oh... Yeah, I want you to push out... Oh, I changed the extract to... There. Okay. I want the insert on the brown channel. There we go. So we got our buckets in there. And I think we're missing... Oh. Okay, yeah, it's going to need a filter because the water buckets can go in there. Alright, that's not a problem. Actually, I think I've got some paper over here already made. Not in there. Yeah, I just need 4 pieces of it. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a filter. Oh yeah, I need a chest. And that way we can tell it to only extract the empty buckets. Okay. And I believe the item, the hopper, okay, it does take a wrench. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to double check that. Okay. And so we'll put this on here to extract, and let me go ahead and get a bucket because I need one for my own personal use anyway. So instead of just emptying out one of those, we'll just make another one. Okay, and we'll tell it that it can only extract buckets. And we'll put that in there. And then what I'm thinking is we'll just make a recipe. And we'll tell it if it takes water and a red cobblestone, it makes clay. And there we go. Now it's, I mean, it takes it a second to do the water. I might, I don't know. It's really not bad, honestly, because I mean we've already got 20 clay with this, and yeah, I mean it's not fully automated, but it's really simple now to get clay. Sand isn't too bad, you know, all things considered, because you know, sand's just not bad to farm. I mean we're surrounded by deserts, if you recall on the map here. Yeah. It would come up. I was waiting for it to light up, like the map. Okay. Yeah, but see, if you notice, desert. That's actually where I've been farming my sand. Because I went over here and then I was like, well, I'll go over there instead. Because it's just, I don't want the area directly around us where we can see from the top of the mesa. I don't really want to destroy it. So I've just been kind of destroying that batch of sand instead. So I really don't think making the blast furnaces with this clay setup going. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, these do kind of bug out sometimes. If you notice there for a second, the bottoms of the walls, it's these mixed blocks. I don't know, they do that, but that's fine if it does that occasionally. But yeah, that clay really isn't bad to make, and red cobblestone, as you can probably guess, is plentiful at the moment. So, and then when I start building out that basement, it's going to be even more plentiful. And honestly, I can get a stack of clay right here fairly fast, and it's a lot more reasonable for us to craft this over the Ender IO's auto crafter. So, but yeah, I mean, we could make it faster, I guess, with another reservoir, but I mean, I've already got a stack of it without even really spending a whole lot of time doing it. So, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some concrete being made up, and let's see, grab that, and of course we'll just make this in the mixer. Now the only concern I have is we're gonna be running, well, then again, this does make a lot of concrete from very little water. So, wait a second. Is it not the mixer? Am I wrong on that? Could have swore making the coke oven stuff was from the mixer. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's clay dust. My bad. So we'll just run this through the macerator. And we get 2 of that per, so, I mean, you're talking a stack of wet coke oven bricks for a half stack of clay. So I really don't think it's going to be that bad at all. You know, I was kind of concerned about making that much wet coke oven bricks, but like this, no, I don't think it's going to be bad. So, or wait, that's small piles. We want clay dust. Okay. Well, it's going to be a little bit more clay, but that's fine. Because, you know, like I said, clay is not really an issue for us at the moment. Not with this setup and everything. It was an issue before when I had to go manually farm it. That would have been an issue, but with this thing and the red cobble, no. But I do believe that I'll, in the episode out there, I've got a lot of farming and stuff to do, because I'm going to need a ton of these wet coke oven bricks. So I'm going to try to start getting some of our coke ovens set up. I mean, overall, it's not really that expensive. It's just a little bit time consuming to make like 36 of these, but hopefully by next episode I'll have a decent amount of them set up. Our cart is actually... Oh, it ran. Oh, it's done. Okay. Our cart's done, but I'm going to hold out on setting it up, because the thing is, since we can't run an advanced smelter to fill its internal buffer, we're going to instead set it up so that it gets coal every so often with the cargo managers, and those are going to be fed charcoal. And we may just use one, or we might do 2. It depends on if the cart can actually make a full lap with just one thing of charcoal, like one stack. If not, I may set up additional cargo managers along the way that just are there to fill its charcoal buffer back up. But, you know, as of right now, it's kind of hard to set this up, because I need to set it up all about the same time, because I need charcoal production set up and automated at the same time that I have that set up. Now, I will say that the charcoal that's fed to that may be made in a different way than the coke ovens. I'm not really sure yet, but I feel like trying to feed the boiler plus feed the cart would be kind of a stretch. So, yeah. It'll be a lot easier once we get pneumatic-craft and we can make the advanced smelter. But for right now, we'll have to do it this way. And I really don't think running it that way is going to be that bad, because I think 64 charcoal will probably get it a full lap around if it's not running smelters. So, but we'll find out, you know, in the next couple of episodes if that'll work out. So, also I did make some conductive iron, just liquid redstone. Just throw redstone in the fluid extractor and then run it through the chemical bath with iron, and you'll get the conductive iron, because we'll probably start getting into Ender IO. Even though we can't make the automated crafter yet, I feel like getting into Ender IO really won't be that bad, because none of the stuff is all that different, and even like vibrant alloys and stuff are actually cheaper in this pack than in standard packs. Because, for example, the energetic alloy, it only takes gold and blaze powder, and that's it in an alloy smelter, instead of also taking the redstone. So, and then the vibrant alloy is just the energetic and the ender pearl, and all the power usages and stuff for that is very, very low. So, you know, we might dive a little bit into Ender IO just to make our lives a little bit easier. Now, sadly, the item conduits you can't make with pulsating iron. I wish you could, just straight up, you know, normal recipe, because making these electrum item pipes, they're not terribly fun to make. That seems like a terrible recipe to do. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it's the same. 3 for 1. So, I'll just stick with this, actually. Well, actually, it might be... Yeah, it actually might be worth doing that, because we don't have to turn it into plates first and then use our durability. So, I may actually get that pipe recipe, or that pipe plate. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode out there. Really, really happy to have this, you know, semi-automated clay production. It's going to be so, so handy for this build. like a stack of red cobble is going to go really, really far making clay. So I'm kind of excited for that. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, please comment, like, subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated. And until next episode, do take care, and I hope to see you guys then.